and an unbreakable spirit can conquer any challenge. This is the story of a kid who rose from humble beginnings to become a dynamic playmaker, a cultural influencer, and an inspiration, redefining quarterbacking with relentless resolve. Born Shedeur J. Sanders on February 7, 2002, in Tyler, Texas, Shedeur grew up in a football-centric family led by his father, Deion Sanders, a Pro Football Hall of Famer known as Prime Time. Raised alongside siblings Shiloh, Shalomi, and Deion Jr., with his mother, Pilar, fostering discipline, Shedeur was immersed in a culture of excellence. Football became his sanctuary on the fields of Trinity Christian School in Cedar Hill, where he honed his craft under his father's coaching. A 6'2", 215-pound quarterback with a rocket arm and uncanny poise, Shedeur's early years were marked by relentless training, often studying film with Deion late into the night, driven by a hunger to carve his own legacy. His dual-threat ability, zipping passes with precision and scrambling for clutch yards, set him apart, though his famous surname brought intense scrutiny. His childhood was defined by a refusal to be defined solely by his father's shadow, playing with a quiet swagger that foreshadowed his meteoric rise. At Trinity Christian, Shedeur thrived, emerging as a star by his senior year in 2020. Averaging 3,477 passing yards and 47 touchdowns per season, he led the Tigers to 3 straight Texas Association of Private and Parochial Schools (TPPS) Division II state titles, 2018 to 2020, earning Texas Gatorade Player of the Year honors. His pinpoint deep balls and elusive runs drew college recruiters, but skeptics questioned if his success stemmed from Deion's coaching. Committing to Jackson State University, where Deion became head coach, Shedeur chose a historically black college, HBCU, to make a statement. At Jackson State from 2021 to 2022, he transformed the Tigers into a Southwestern Athletic Conference (SWAC) powerhouse. As a freshman, he threw for 3,231 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions, earning SWAC Freshman of the Year and the Jerry Rice Award. In 2022, he upped his game, passing for 3,732 yards, 40 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions, leading Jackson State to a 12-1 record and a Celebration Bowl appearance. Named SWAC Offensive Player of the Year and a Walter Payton Award finalist, Shedeur's pocket presence and 70.6% completion rate silenced doubters. Finishing with 6,963 yards and 70 touchdowns in 2 seasons, he left Jackson State as its greatest quarterback, with fans chanting Shedeur at HBCU homecomings. Transferring to the University of Colorado in 2023 to follow Deion, now head coach, Shedeur elevated the Buffaloes in the Pac-12. In his debut season, he threw for 3,230 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions, despite a porous offensive line that led to 52 sacks. His 69.3% completion rate and clutch performances, like a 510-yard for touchdown game against TCU, turned heads. In 2024, Shedeur exploded, passing for 4,022 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions through May 2025, leading Colorado to a 9-3 record and an Alamo Bowl berth. His 72.1% completion rate, 8.3 yards per attempt, and 393 rushing yards earned him Heisman Trophy finalist status and Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year honors. Posts on X in 2025 hail him as QB1 for the NFL Draft, with his 45-yard touchdown pass to Travis Hunter against Oklahoma State going viral. Projected as a top 5 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, Shedeur's dual-threat style draws comparisons to Russell Wilson, with 14,215 career collegiate yards and 132 touchdowns cementing his legacy. Shedeur faced challenges with poise. At Jackson State, he navigated criticism that his stats were inflated against lesser competition, proving his mettle with pinpoint accuracy. At Colorado, a struggling program with a 1-11 record in 2022, he endured relentless pressure behind a shaky line, yet maintained composure, completing 69% of his passes under duress. Off-field scrutiny over his father's larger-than-life persona and accusations of nepotism tested his mental toughness, but Shedeur responded with humility, saying in a 2024 ESPN interview, "I let my game speak." A fractured back in 2023 limited his mobility, yet he threw for 445 yards against USC days later. Off the field, he's balanced fame with family, supporting his siblings' ventures and managing nil deals worth $4.8 million, including partnerships with Nike and Gatorade. His 2024 launch of the SS2 legendary clothing line showcased his entrepreneurial flair, with fans on X praising his prime-like hustle. Shedeur's global impact is growing. His 2023 HBCU stint spotlighted Jackson State, boosting SWAC attendance by 20%, and his Colorado games averaged 7.5 million viewers per Nielsen. His flair, flicking passes 50 yards or dancing out of sacks, has inspired young quarterbacks worldwide, with viral clips of his 2024 no-look passes racking up 10 million views. His 2024 AP All-American nod and 3 SWAC/Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week awards underscore his dominance, with a 68.9% career completion rate ranking among NCAA leaders. His influence extends to social media, where his 1.9 million Instagram followers engage with his pre-game outfits and legendary wrist flick celebration, a nod to his confidence. At 23, Shedeur is a cultural force. His $5 million net worth, built through nil deals, endorsements with Beats by Dre, and real estate investments in Boulder, reflects his stature, yet he remains tied to Tyler. The Sanders Collective, launched in 2023 with Dion, supports youth football camps and literacy programs, raising $500,000 for Texas and Colorado communities. In 2024, Shedeur donated $50,000 to rebuild Tyler's Green Acres Baptist Church field, where he played as a kid. Posts on X from Buffs fans call him Boulder's King, lauding his free quarterback clinics for 200 local kids. A music enthusiast, he's dropped rap singles like Perfect Timing under his SS2 moniker, amassing 1 million Spotify streams. As a Louis Vuitton ambassador, he walks Paris Fashion Week, blending sports and style. Shedeur's personality, cool yet grounded, endears him to fans. A lover of hip-hop, Tex-Mex tacos, and Dallas Cowboys games, he brings swagger to press conferences, flashing his $70,000 Shedeur chain while quoting Drake. His mantra, "Work beats doubt," reflects his journey through skepticism. Despite sacrifices, privacy lost to fame, and long hours away from girlfriend Storm Reed, his resilience shines. In a 2025 CBS interview, he said, "Pressure builds diamonds. Faith and family keep me solid." His openness about growing up under Dion's spotlight, where every throw was critiqued, resonates, with fans on X noting his maturity beyond his years. His Christian faith, rooted in his Texas upbringing, guides his calm under pressure, evident in his 2024 game-winning drive against Baylor. Shedeur Sanders' journey, from Texas prodigy to Heisman finalist and NFL prospect, is a testament to heart and hustle. His 14,215 yards, 132 touchdowns, and 3 conference titles are milestones in a career defying expectations. His statistical legacy, 68.9% completion, 1,507 rushing yards, and 24 fourth-quarter comebacks, tells only part of the story. At 23, he's poised to shape the NFL, blending dual-threat brilliance with leadership. Whether firing a touchdown pass, uplifting his community, or inspiring the next generation, Shedeur's fire burns bright, reminding us that greatness is forged through will, work, and an unbreakable spirit. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Shedeur Sanders' rise to greatness. Your support keeps stories like these alive. Stay fierce, keep pushing, and we'll see you next time.